I'm still recording. I'm going to press pause, stop. I'm going to record on this device.
No networks found. Look at the compelling evidence. No networks found.
I'm going to pause it. Let's find out who God is to you. Let's find out who's really responsible for
I'm
it.
just showing you like a photograph, like happened like as of like this time. Because the Rockford Police Department aren't going to do their job.
Like, what if I didn't believe in God?
My whole point is that this is important. Like, look at the time. Here's a screenshot. No networks. Trying to upload.
Violation of an order of protection.
My father. Violating an order of protection. That computer's not working now. So you want to know whose fault it is? Is that why? You want to know whose fault it is? Well, I'm telling the police department the truth. I'm telling them the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Technically, my father did nothing wrong. Okay? And if you want to go there, if you want to go there and say, like, you did nothing wrong, okay. Alright. Why came and got his car?
He came back home.
But he knows to call the police. My aunt knows to call the police. They just do whatever they want. They say, okay, so that would be why. If you really want to know, if you can't make those connections yourself, whoever is going to listen to these videos, like,
Yeah, do you know how difficult it is to, like, I have two devices. I have to lock myself in the bathroom because the police won't arrest them. Like, my internet's all messed up.
Grandpa, next time he comes back, you need to tell him to call the police, okay? What? Next time he comes back, you need to have the police come with him. You need to call the police. There's no worry about it. they say don't worry about it, then we have conspiracy. Just don't worry about it, Ethan. My grandfather told me to come home from Chicago, Illinois, so you could steal my car, throw away my clothing, and and kill me. Well, he didn't, my aunt, basically my aunt told me to come back, and told my grandfather to have me come back home. And we have conspiracy.
And torture.
So that's
And torture.
Don't worry about it. They can break the law. So I want everybody to know that I want everybody to know that my family does not control the government. They are not the government.
No, they are the opposite.
They are not the government.
Life in prison. Okay? Life. For them trying to help out their brother. Don't worry about it, they tell me. Like, and the police, this is what the police are saying that I'm hurting my grandfather, and my grandfather's saying no, and so, because they don't want to go to jail for conspiracy either.
Right now.
I lost every muscle in my body. The police said okay, like, because I worked out every day, like, lose my muscle, lose my guitar, because I sing, because I'm a singer. Newsflash, if you're a singer,
I'm not giving up this device right now.
I'm about to give it up. I'm actually about to give it up. So it's really important, like, how this goes down in real time. But because I learned how to sing, because I looked good. I mean, if you look at the other videos and you look how I present myself now, like, I look a little bit better than I did. But, like, imagine me wearing, like, really expensive clothing. Like, I look really good. So I look really good, I can sing, and I can play guitar really. I'm a professional. So my aunt and my uncle tell my grandfather to take it away from me. And then lie to the judge, and the judge says okay, and my internet's all messed up. Like, the police don't know what's going on. So this county is ran by whom? By who? By who? Just give me a name, and then I'm gonna sue them. Like, I'm going to sue them. That's how it is. That's how it is. Because the truth is that, like, I understand how you can control somebody. And I don't control anybody. I don't control my grandfather. I don't control my aunt. I don't control the police. I don't control the government. All I do is ask for people to follow the law. To follow the law. I just ask people to follow, and they don't follow the law. And it's like, well, like, unless you are powerful and your family is powerful and everybody in your family is powerful, you're not powerful. And that's not America. That's actually not, well, okay, it is, but it's like, it's un-American. It's completely un-American. So I have done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. And people are just, it's the devil. Like, let's see what God does. Like, this, like, we'll see the power of God work its magic, God's magic, or not magic, I don't want to use magic, but basically we're going to see God, like, correct this entire problem because of what I'm doing. And if I die, then it's the devil. And so what I say needs to be taken seriously, and my aunt needs to be arrested. My uncle needs to be arrested. My grandfather needs to go and get mental health treatment. My father needs to be arrested. And the police officers who assaulted me, they need to be fired. And the state's attorney needs to do their job. Because until I have the opportunity to address these individuals, you have enough time to do your job. You have enough time to do your job, but like, I mean, can you believe the state's attorney is like stuck up for my grandfather? And can you believe I called the mayor and I said, Mayor, we need more transportation. And he said, don't call me anymore. Like, and so the police came out and they're like, don't call him. We're not going to arrest me, but don't call me anymore. Guess what? The police then decided that I was a bad person. And 3 years later, transportation has been expanded. It has been expanded because I called the mayor and told him, look, this is what we need. So if this is how it's going to work, then and it can go any way. It can go any way they so choose. I'm not telling them what to do. I'm just telling them this is the truth. And you torture people. And you allow people to torture people. So don't come back home, Ethan. Because look what I just did. 3 days. By myself. No help. Because who's the problem? Who's the problem? Well, my aunt, my uncle, my father, my grandfather, and the police believe my grandfather, who's an abusive person, and because my grandfather has a disability, it doesn't matter. And so my aunt and my uncle and my family are manipulating him, which is why they go to jail. That is a start. That is a start. Because my father just violated an order of protection, and my grandfather's. I told him, next time, can you have him call the police? My grandfather said nope, which he's pretty much like not okay with this. Any of this, he's not okay with it. But he's saying he's telling the police he's okay with it, but he's really not okay with it. He's kind of okay with it. He's kind of not okay with it. It's conspiracy. It's conspiracy all around. And like, or he's just. So he's talking to somebody. Well, if they're talking about me, I don't want this fucking house. I do not want this house. I never wanted this house. For the record, I want my car, my guitar, and I want my freedom back, and I wanted my grandmother to be taken care of. She did give me the house. I was there for my grandmother while she was getting hit in the face, and this is the bathroom that she had to, sit in the dark. This is the bathroom that this is where she got punished. I was still there for my grandmother, losing my body mass, losing my, this is, and like trying to keep them calm. This just needs to be handled, and people need to say the truth, so that way me and my grandfather never have to talk about this ever again, because it's emotional for me, and it's emotional for him, and the only reason for this is that we can maybe go to like another therapist, and they can try to like pretend like they know what the hell they're doing, and they go to jail. But that's not, I'm not trying to do that. But he can force me to pretty much sleep outside. He can force me to like take off my clothing. He can force me to like do illegal things. Like, that's what I'm, and the police say, yeah, cool, 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 man, cool. Like, they think my motive was for the house. They think my motive's for a house? I have a whole career. I don't want your house. My grandmother gave me the house, and my father tried to take it from me, and I was willing to share. I was willing to share, and then he said, this is my house, and then my father tried to kill me, and he drinks and brings people over. My grandfather doesn't need to have people drinking and doing drugs, walking back and forth into his house. Doesn't need people doing that. I didn't bring anybody to this house when I came back. Out of respect. Out of respect. And now, you know, because now somebody's trying to move in, and because my aunt told my grandfather that, like, to break the law, like, my grandfather's like, you can't put your clothes and your in the closet. You got to put them downstairs in a cabinet. Like, so and when the police come, it looks really bad. It looks really, really bad. Like, why am I here? And that's why my aunt goes to jail. And that's why my uncle goes to jail. And or that's why they're going to be. And if they made a deal with the state, they made a deal. Okay, then I'm going to bankrupt you. Go get money. Go ask for money. You made a deal with the state so you don't go to jail. Okay, then, well, I'm going to bankrupt you. And if you need more money, go ask, Uncle Sam. Go ask Uncle Sam for more money, because that's, he's not going to, he may or may not give it to you. That's not my problem. Understand that it's not my problem where you get your money from, but what you think you own and what you think you can do to people will, well, how do you say it? Well, what you think you do to people will be presented to the court, because I have to say it correctly, presented to the court, and you're going to pay for it. Like, do I want to own your house that you can't even pay for it? No, but you need to get the fuck out of your house. You need to get out of your house, because you're putting me in danger. At this house, the one I grew up in, you're putting me in danger. You're putting me in danger. That's why. Putting me in danger. Why do you get to put me in danger? And say, this is to my aunt right now. Like, why do you get to put me in danger and call my father and say we got your back? And like, my grandfather says, yeah, don't worry about it. And the police say, okay. Like, because the police know, it's because they know that I know how to defend myself. Newsflash, I don't threaten anybody. I don't assault anybody. I don't touch anybody. They have assaulted me. They have been physical. Well, they've assaulted me. They have threatened me. And the only reason I'm recording these videos is to show the court, like, look what I have to do, because they lie. Because they lie and they're corrupted. Like, my uncle works for this court. Yeah, that's how. And he made a mistake. And then I'm a composer. My thing is that I'm a composer. And he deleted all my music that I composed. So, yeah, that's just because he's a POS. He's the biggest POS. And yeah. So my grandfather thinks I'm breaking up my family. My grandfather thinks I'm breaking up my family. Like, what? How about telling them how it is? He doesn't want to tell them how it is because my grandfather believes that I am at the bottom of the totem pole. The bottom of the totem pole. Okay. I'd rather be at the bottom of the totem pole than live in a denial. Denial will end up costing me my property and my future. Like, once again, my future. Notice my future is made out for me, and their future is in limbo. Like, literally limbo. Limbo. You're in limbo now. And everything they do seems to hurt me. Like, it's not me pressuring them. It's literally, they're pressuring me in my safety. My safety, and they know it. Like, if you know, if her husband's an officer and he's home, whatever, and he's an officer of the court, then and he's, you know, then he knows he knows how to hurt people and put the wrong pressure on people. You know, he already told my grandfather to commit perjury. He knows how to, like, do we want those kind of people working for our government? No, we do not want those people working at a government facility. But how come they can't get fired? Because my grandfather protects horrible people. And because people like my grandfather are like, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. By the way, I'm not going to go there. My uncle has done nothing for people. Has done nothing for people, or the state that I'm in, or this country. He has done nothing for them. Whatever he has on paper resulted in no conversion rate. No conversion rate. So, if you believe for 1 second, then you're stupid. You are stupid. They discriminate. That his family discriminates and is biased and is once again, he's not even related to me. He's not even related to me, yet he intervened in he intervened in my life. He's the one who told my grandfather. He's not even related to me, so I have every right to say these things, but I have evidence. I use evidence, okay? Because, like, do you see the difference of, like, the hostility, like, coming back here because of them? When I'm by myself, I'm trying to understand why. Because right now, I'm not understanding why. I'm just stating that this has happened and I'm upset. But, like, why do they do this? And the only thing I can come up with is, well, corruption and conspiracy. That's it. And why are they willing to break the law? I don't understand a criminal. A criminal is going to behave like a criminal, and that's how they are. And because of their status, they're not getting in trouble for it. So it can cause me. It causes me distress. And I'm dealing with this internet issue, so I don't know how to fix this internet issue. I'm not a technician. All right. Yeah. They need to go to jail. Why would it? I feel like the question is, like, so what do we do? Like, they go to jail. Like, why is it still a question? Why is it still a question? It's not a question. do your job. It's not a question. Sorry, best friend. Slap on the wrist. I trust you as far as I can toss you. Is that why I don't want to put cuffs on my best friend? I promise you, I will put cuffs on anybody that I cross paths with. I will put cuffs on you. If I built a case against you, you know it's solid and you know you deserve it. So I'm going to put handcuffs on anybody. That's how it is. And this is a moment for, we don't provide enough resources or time or hire enough people who are able to do the job. We don't. We hire like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I have to trust the evidence. I have to trust, and it's like, nope. No, not really. You don't have to. You should be able to say, I don't fully believe this evidence is compelling, and it should be enough to, but you don't want to hurt the system. You don't want to hurt the system. You're like, so imagine having that life and not being able to sleep at night because you're like, I messed up. Like that sucks. Like, this is not, it can be better. It can be better. Like, these videos should be able to like maybe start like waking people up to like, don't trust the internet. Do not trust the internet. There's a way without the internet. But with this compelling evidence, people need to go to jail. It's simple. If you don't want to do your job, then you need to quit. You need to quit. Because you're emotional. And I'm emotional. And if you can't have fun doing your job, then you need to get another job. I don't know how to, that's it. Yeah, just do your job. I want this house. Like, my first thought after I'm about to turn it off is like, I don't want this house. I'll take care of it. Like, anybody in my family could have came in and, you know, I could have shared it with whoever, but you're gonna disrespect me? You're gonna disrespect me? And then you're gonna try to hurt me? You stole my guitar. You stole my guitar. You threw away my clothing. Like, look how calm I am. I'm like, okay, Jesus Christ had nothing. Took away my body, took away my clothes, took away my guitar, took away, Jesus Christ had nothing, so, okay, all right. But we will see, we'll see how God works. We'll see how God works.